So since my first video was breaking down the Weezer catalog, I feel like it's only necessary to have a public opinion on their new album. My Weezer video was also copyright claimed to hell, so I'm gonna do it over a live vid and hope they don't ding me. This means I won't show any actual music from OK Human, but I do recommend you check the album out. Anyway, being a huge Maladroit stan, I am pumped for Van Weezer. But seemingly out of nowhere, the band announced that OK Human would come first, and then 2 weeks later the album dropped. Am I complaining? Well, not really. Let me start with the most important question. Is it trash? Short answer, no. After an apparent re-crappening since 2017, it seems like they finally experimented with something that actually works with their style. The album is very orchestral, with lots of violins and hardly any guitars. While less guitars didn't really work for the Black album, it worked a lot better here. They even played with a 32-piece orchestra to give the album a real stadium feel. The style is enjoyable, and not a bad step for the band. However, is it great? Well, not in my opinion. I'm sad to say, but for me the weakest part of the album is Rivers. When it comes to his lyrics, I just feel like he shines the most in rock music. Now I might sound like a close-minded rock fan, but I'm not. I'll admit, most of my favorite artists do fall under the rock category, but I promise it's not exclusive. I just feel like I need to clarify that I'm not someone who thinks everything needs wah pedals and crunchy riffs. Like I said, I like this album's sound, but whenever the vocals show up, it just feels off. Like it's a student doing a report on the genre rather than a professional songwriter. When he writes in rock music, he just sounds more clever and catchy, but in other genres his lyrics tend to come off as more weak and amateur. I know it's not fair to compare this to the Blue Album or Pinkerton, but let's take a look at Maladroit for example. Even though it's my favorite Weezer, I actually think lyrically it's not his best. But the songs still work because his writing goes with the style. Rock just seems like his home, and he knows how to write within it. With OK Human, his lyrics just don't flow as well. Now I understand this is their first shot at the genre, and for that, it's a solid album. If they decide to do more in this style, I imagine his writing will get more acquainted with it. But with all the different roads they've taken, it's a little tiring to keep starting a new journey. Still, if the first attempt is this solid, it'll probably only get better. This record definitely has soul. While their shittier ones feel lifeless, OK Human feels like a genuine presentation of an album. The musicianship is there. It's just the vocals and lyrics that lose me. Or at least how they sound within the style. Rank-wise, I'd put this on the lower end of their good albums. Here's my subjective ranking for their better stuff. I'd put OK Human right here. Maybe tied with Everything Will Be Alright in the end. Kind of unrelated, but this album made me notice something. My favorite track was the closer, La Brea Tar Pits. It felt to me like the most solid effort and ended the record on a high note. Originally though, I had a more mixed opinion of the album, but I liked the song so much that when it ended, I thought, you know what? That album was pretty good. Then I realized most of my favorite Weezer tracks are closers. Only in Dreams, Butterfly, December, Endless Bummer, the Futurescope trilogy. And you know what? I kind of feel manipulated. I know what you're doing. You're saving the best for last, so I end up liking the album more than I actually did. You motherfuckers! I've been falling for this since high school. Or you know what? Maybe I'm overthinking it. I am a Weezer fan after all. It's what we do. Or maybe I'm not overthinking it. Weezer does love to play games with their fans' emotions. Anyway, 3.5 out of 5, 7 out of 10, thank God it's not dog shit. Thanks for watching guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Also want to give a huge thank you to my patrons, with an extra thank you to my top tier guy, Stephen Walk, who has not let me know what he wants his custom avatar to be. If you would also like to contribute to the channel, link is in the description below, but either way, a like and sub is always appreciated.